Good evening, viewers, and welcome to tonight's regional news. We begin with news from Trinidad and Tobago. After carefully combing through thick crude, the decomposing body of the fourth diver Rishi Negasar was finally recovered during the wee hours of Thursday morning. In a statement, Peria Fuel Trading announced that the body was recovered at 12:36 a.m. On Tuesday, one day after the three other divers were found, Peria began searching the line using robotic cameras. The recovery operation was described as complex. Peria said it had to be conducted with extreme care given the fact that the bodies were lodged behind diving equipment in a 30-inch pipeline 60 feet below the surface and more than 100 feet along the seabed. On February 25 at 2:30 p.m., Negasar, Christopher Budram, Faisal Kurban, Yusuf Henry, and Kazim Ali Jr. were conducting underwater maintenance on the pipeline located at the Peria facility when tragedy struck. The men were in an LMCS hyperbaric chamber when the incident occurred. Only Budram made it out alive. He is currently warded at the hospital. We now look at news from Haiti. The Caribbean Development Bank, CDB, says it has set aside grant funding totaling $45 million for Haiti over the period 2022 to 2026, a senior official of the Barbados-based financial institution said. CDB Vice President of Operations Isaac Solomon said that the region's premier financial institution will remain engaged with its Haiti country office to preserve hard-won development gains and continue to build resilience. In addition, the bank will seek to increase collaboration with humanitarian organizations, non-governmental and civil society organizations and local actors, as well as to ramp up private sector support to foster resilience in ways not covered by traditional humanitarian and development response, particularly at the micro level and in the informal sector. Since Haiti joined CDB in 2007, the bank has allocated grants totaling $209 million for intervention in education and training, community-driven development in agriculture, environmental and disaster risk management, as well as sustainable energy. On the international scene, the Congressional Committee investigating the January 6, 2021 attack on the U.S. Capitol on Wednesday said former President Donald Trump may have engaged in criminal conduct in his bid to overturn his election defeat. The document is one of the most detailed releases of findings yet from the committee and indicates it may formally urge prosecutors to charge Trump with criminal wrongdoing. The Select Committee's members have said they will consider passing along evidence of criminal conduct by Trump to the U.S. Justice Department. Such a move, known as criminal referral, would be largely symbolic, but would increase political pressure on Attorney General Merrick Garland to charge the former president. And finally, an update on the Russia and Ukraine battle. Russian-Ukrainian negotiators met on Thursday, and Kiev said it would call for a ceasefire and humanitarian corridors to evacuate its besieged citizens as the war entered its second week with Ukrainian cities surrounded and under bombardment. Hundreds of Russian soldiers and Ukrainian civilians have been killed since President Vladimir Putin sent his troops over the border on February 24. Russia itself has been plunged into isolation never before experienced by an economy of such size. The United Nations said more than 1 million refugees had fled in just 7 days, one of the fastest exoduses in memory. Ukrainian negotiator and presidential advisor Mikhailo Podolak said Ukraine would demand an immediate ceasefire, armistice, and humanitarian corridors for the evacuation of civilians from destroyed or constantly shelled villages and cities. Neither side had suggested it was expecting breakthroughs after a first round of talks held in Belarus on Monday led to no progress. And that is all for your regional news. Thank you for watching. Good night.